Right, this is I know it's been 2 weeks or something since I've uploaded, but I think it's quite an important sort of lesson that I've just kind of learnt sort of in the last, I don't know, half an hour just lying on the couch right now. Basically in the last half an hour I just ran through what would happen if I quit rugby. I just had this complete lack of any love or emotion or wanting to do rugby anymore, and I've seriously just sat there and just contemplated what it would be like to quit. And the reason why I want to make this video is because it's quite a important lesson that I think a lot of people could benefit from understanding this. And it's knowing that when I am completely fresh and eating healthy and stuff, there's nothing more I want to do than play rugby. So I need to go back and analyse the last few days to understand why I feel this way right now. So let's just start Friday night. We win our game, which goes well. I get a little bit of an ankle injury, which isn't serious. It's not really that bad, to be honest. And then when I pull it, I've got tape on my foot. I pull it off really hard, and a massive chunk of dry skin comes off with it. Massive, it starts bleeding everywhere, big cut and stuff. So get that patched up, a shower and everything, have a few drinks, go out, enjoy ourselves. First win of the season, first time we've beaten the team that we won. And don't get very much sleep on the Friday night due to the caffeine and obviously being out late, having alcohol and everything. And then Saturday I spent the whole day just bad habits, nicotine, booze, junk food, same again Sunday. And then today's Monday and I wake up and just feel terrible. Last 2 nights I've had good sleep and everything, but obviously still lack of sleep on the Friday night. A lot of the bad habits, a lot of sugar and stuff in my food, the junk food. All of these things are all activities that spike dopamine. And when you have those activities that spike the dopamine really high, as I learned from Andrew Huberman, your dopamine will spike and it'll come back down, but it'll be below your previous baseline. Now you keep doing that, say your baseline's here, you're going to start going up like this, down, up like that, and then eventually you're going to be down here and you're going to feel like absolute shit and nothing's going to feel good and you're not going to want to be doing anything, because dopamine is the main factor that drives your motivation. Now at the moment I'm sitting in a scenario due to my poor behaviours and habits at the weekend where I am in a position where my dopamine's almost completely depleted, and that's where I learned the lesson. I don't actually want to quit rugby, although it feels like it now and I don't feel like doing anything, and I'm pissed off because I can't train for a stupid soft injury because I've got a fucking cut on the bottom of my foot, which is absolutely bullshit. And to be honest, it's just completely frustrating. It's a fucking cut, but I can't put weight on my foot. All of that sort of lack of wanting to do, lack of motivation to want to train, to play rugby, it all comes down because my dopamine level has been so far depleted that I don't have any feeling towards it. Because I know by the time the weekend rolls around again, whether I'm able to keep back at training, whether I even be considered for the selection this week, that's irrelevant. I know that on that Saturday, regardless of what position I'm in, I'll want to be there again. And that's the really important lesson, is sometimes you are going to feel like you want to quit and you feel like shit, but you got to sort of look back over the last few days, maybe the last few weeks, and look at your habits. Maybe that's the reason that you're feeling so bad, because your dopamine levels have been so far depleted that there's actually nothing that is going to make you feel motivated at all. And it's about having that clarity of mind. I've just lied here for the sofa for about half an hour, fully processing in my mind the idea of quitting rugby, this goal that I've had for so long that means so much to me. And then after a wee bit of thinking, I was like, wait, hold on a second, I'm not going to be able to live with myself if I just quit because I feel bad after a weekend and I can't train because I've got a cut. That's completely pathetic. So when you have these moments to think about things like that, then it allows you to be a lot more rational about your thinking. You can't just decide, oh, I'm doing this just because I don't feel good. Think about why you don't feel good, and then think about your true motivations in life, regardless of how you feel at this current time. These are the trials that they talk about. This is what successful people talk about, those times where they didn't want to do this, they didn't want to do that. these are the times where you need to sit and think about things seriously. I thought that was really valuable for you guys. I feel like a lot of you might relate to that, where you want to quit something or it doesn't feel right, you don't feel motivated. Think about your last few days. Your dopamine's probably way down where it should be. Think rationally, take some time with no distractions whatsoever to think through things and don't just act out of your emotion. I'll see you guys in the next video.